It's a mess in here. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be, well, cleaning my room. I asked a bunch of you guys on my community post on YouTube, just asking me some questions that you kind of want to know, and so we will be answering those while we're cleaning up here. Today we need to tackle the desk, the chair, the dresser, the floors, and the bed. So we definitely need to get started on that. Okay, first starting with the lovely bed over here. It's not made and I have some clothes on it, but we will be getting into the questions. The first question here is, what camera do I use? Now, the camera I'm using to film with right now is the Sony a5100, and it has a 16 by 50 millimeter lens, I believe. I think it's a really good camera. I got it off Facebook Marketplace for like $350, and I think it's a great starter camera. The video quality is pretty awesome. It takes beautiful pictures, which I love doing. And for when you're just starting off YouTube like I am here, I think it's just a great camera to start off with. I'll also use my phone here. I have the iPhone 14 Plus. It has a really great camera, and I definitely, recommend using that too if you don't have enough to afford like an actual camera here itself. I actually used my phone to film my first ever YouTube video, the What's in My Bag. I'll link in the description if y'all want to check it out. I definitely recommend going to see it. Okay, and the next question is tips on how to get that vintage look on my videos. Now, I've always loved the way kind of vintage, old-fashioned style, and I kind of wanted to make my videos and my YouTube channel kind of look like that. And the way to do it is simply low lighting. I'm lucky enough that my room is in the basement, so I don't have a lot of natural lighting come in, which can be a pro and can be a con sometimes. But I have low lighting here. I also have my kind of yellow IKEA lamp over here that I love using. It's like a nice kind of yellowy warm color. It's not a white light, which is definitely a key to get that look. Basically, the whole tip really is low lighting and warm lighting. If you have like a lamp or two, never use the big light. The big light is almost always banned from my room. And then the last question, kind of relating to the YouTube and camera thing, is tips on how to start vlogging. Also, thank you so much for saying I inspired you to start vlogging. That means honestly the world to me that I'm out here inspiring people. Now, I would say tips to start vlogging. It's kind of hard to say a tip, but honestly, just go for it. You can be like me, you don't have to show your face. I'm obviously not showing my face right now in my videos, but we'll see in the future. Just start off by just collecting clips that you find every day in your life. It could be the most boring clip ever, like you just walking down the road, but it could be used in such a great way for a video. Some simple ways to kind of start off your YouTube video if you don't want to be filming outside is just to film at-home stuff like how I did. So for example, what's in my bags or what's on my iPhone. You could do a room tour like me, or you could do a cleaning up of a room. Just kind of simple little at-home stuff to kind of get you started with and kind of feeling comfortable being in front of that camera and filming and capturing stuff. But most importantly, you have to not give up. Be consistent. I thought that I was not going to go anywhere with this, but look at me now. I've grown so much thanks to you guys, and I really do appreciate all the support, and it's been amazing. It's important to film what you like, and then that's how you build your community with interests among other people. So that's what I would say the tips for vlogging. You can start off on your phone just like I did. You don't need the top tier most best camera ever. Your phone camera can be just fine. But honestly, filming just little clips at home can really help you in the long run, because even if you don't use it in this one video, you could use it in the next video. Okay guys, next up is my desk. This always gets messy. I just throw stuff on there and forget about it. We'll also be answering some more questions, more so about my boyfriend, my best friend, and high school. So the first question is my boyfriend's name and how we met. So how we met isn't exactly interesting. We met in high school. We met in grade 12. We both had French class together. And my boyfriend's name is Peyton. I hope he's okay with me telling you guys that. And it was actually really funny because I liked him first, and he was kind of a more quiet, secluded guy. He didn't talk to many people. He had his friend group and then I had my friend group, but a few of my friends were also friends with him and they kind of knew him because they went to school with him. And it was actually really funny because I kept ranting to them about how much I liked him and how cute he was, and they just kept saying, go ask him out, go ask him out. But I was way too much of a chicken to even think about asking him out. I got my friends to help me get him to sit at our table since they were of course friends with him too. And I was really happy with that because then I was finally able to kind of talk to him more. And guys, I used the old game pigeon trick. And if you don't know what that trick is you're playing game pigeon with your friends and the guy or girl you like is, you know, kind of nearby, and you just say, hey, do you play game pigeon? And that's how I got his number. I have a bunch of these photos that I had on my mirror, but I want to put different photos on my mirror, so we'll do that in a little bit. But for now, I gotta store these in someplace special because they're of my friends and my boyfriend and my sisters. And so one day after I was done work and he was kind of almost done hockey, we were chatting about how much I love reading and that how much he wants to kind of get into it more often. And I was like, oh, I will totally help you out and we can go thrifting sometime and we can buy books and I can help you with reading. Then he was like, oh, I would love to do that. And I said, you know what? Let's do that tonight, right now. And I was feeling pretty bold. I said that to him and you know what? He went for it and he said yes. And so technically that was our first official date. We went to Indigo for a little bit. I got, I think, 3 books. I think then is when he realized my addiction for books because I was going around the bookstore and I was like, I need this book and I need this book and I've read this book and I've read that book and it's amazing. And I think he realized just how obsessed I was because I am obsessed. But anywho, that was our first official date. After that, we texted every single day because I realized, wow, I really like this guy. And then like a week later, he came over to my house for the first time and he brought me flowers. We weren't even officially dating and he bought me flowers. It was super cute and I loved it and I love him. That's basically how we met and now we've been together for about 1.5 years now. Another question that kind of goes hand in hand with my boyfriend is what do I like about my boyfriend and what does he like about me? I would say my favorite thing about him would probably be how funny he is. He really is hilarious and he makes me and my family laugh so much. It's just really great to have someone that can really make you laugh, and I mean like full-on belly laugh. And then I would say his favorite thing about me, I actually don't know about that. Maybe he likes that I'm smart. I'm a big nerd. I love math and everything like that. Okay, I need to clear everything off my desk because I want to wipe it down and I want to vacuum it for dust. Now I'm going to be cleaning my desk and I have to wipe it down and I'm going to vacuum up the little dusty bits. And I would like to give a special thanks to Hodo. They are a lovely home tools brand that kind of focus on simplicity and sleek designs. They were kind enough to send me their latest product, which is their Auto Care Air Duster and Vacuum. This vacuum is perfect for when you want to clean inside your car, around your house, maybe in like the coffee maker, because I love making coffee and I always spill my coffee beans everywhere. And so this is perfect to just easily clean it up because it's right there. Or just even cleaning at home in my room, like when I'm dusting off my bookshelf because it can collect a lot of dust, or just my shelves in general. I love that it's super compact and honestly it's pretty lightweight, I would say. And it's very travel friendly, so if you're going somewhere, this is perfect for that. This lovely vacuum comes with 5 different attachments. Yes, 5. I want to say thank you so much to Hodo again for sending me this lovely vacuum. I truly do love it and I do recommend. I'll have the link for them in the description down below and a special little discount for you guys. Okay, now we're gonna answer another question. This one's asking about my BFFs, and so I would say 2 BFFs. They are Anna and Quinlan. They were actually in my study vlog. I went to breakfast with them. I've known Quinlan for, I wanna say 4 years, 5 years, but I was really starting to be best friends with her like maybe 3 years ago, and then Anna only moved here from Ontario about 3 years ago, and we clicked right away. And so the 3 of us are besties. Our group chat is actually called the Drama Pookies, and I think it fits us awesomely because we love hearing about the drama. We don't like being in it, but we love hearing about all the tea and everything like that. And then another question is a funny high school moment, and it kind of links with another question, which is like an interesting high school action slash drama. So I'm just gonna answer those two with one quite funny, I would say, moment. This was during my senior year, so I have French after lunch, and I usually have lunch in the French class already with my old friend group. And there was one time before French started, it was like a few minutes before the bell was ringing, someone got a fork stuck in the outlet in my French class. And so obviously, being the dumb kids that they were, some people were trying to get it out. And one person, who was an old friend of mine, grabbed a pair of scissors. And I say metal scissors. And now, if you guys don't know, which I hope you did, do not put metal in an outlet, especially if the power is on. That'll cause a little shock. And that's essentially what it did. Now, no one got harmed or anything like that. She was fine, she didn't get shocked, but there was a little, I wouldn't say explosion, but there was a little bang, and you could hear it and you could see the light banging in the outlet. And the whole outlet was black. It was like charred, and the whole power on that side of the wall went out. The outlet was obviously not working after that. So I would say that's a pretty funny story from high school in one of my French classes. Now I need to put everything back on my desk, but we'll also do another question. This one is, what is my favorite quote slash affirmation? And I would say I kind of have two favorite quotes. One is like a shorter one and one's like a quite longer one. Now, if you guys are not aware, then you will be now. I am a big Harry Potter fan. I have loved Harry Potter ever since I was little. I've always binge watched it. I have all the books and I've read them thousands of times. And I would say my favorite quote from there would be when Snape and Dumbledore are talking in Dumbledore's office, and they were talking about Lily, and after her murder, unfortunately, they were talking about how Snape is still in love with her after all this time. And so the quote goes, after all this time, and Snape says, always. And I just feel like that quote really resonates with me, and I really love that quote. It's a very popular quote, so it might be kind of generic for me to say that I love that quote, but I truly do. Almost anyone would really like that quote. And I actually really want to get a tattoo of it. I'm thinking of getting it maybe on my arm or kind of somewhere on my side. I will definitely vlog if I do that, don't worry. And then another quote that I really like is a longer one, and it's actually from Dead Poets Society. It's when Professor Keating is talking to all the boys in his English room, and he's telling them to all huddle around, and he's telling about poetry and how we don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we're members of the human race, and it's filled with love and passion and beauty and romance. Dead Poets Society is one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite books of all times. Another question is my favorite show to binge watch. Now that's a tough one because I have quite a few shows that I really love rewatching. I'm the type of person that loves rewatching shows, rewatching movies. I always do that, but I would say one of my favorite shows would be either Friends. I have always loved Friends. I've watched it like 6 times. I also love watching The Walking Dead. How I Met Your Mother is also a really good one, same with Modern Family. Just kind of the more classic ones. I love binge watching those types of shows. It's also great because if it's a show that I already know and I'm doing something in the background, I don't have to worry about paying attention to it, you know? So those types of shows I really do love binge watching. Also guys, this is my CD player. She's pretty old and rough, so if you have any good kind of vintage CD player recommendations, please let me know in the comments because I would like to get a new one maybe. The next one is, what is a character I relate to? Now, that question is honestly really tough because there's not one character I relate to the most, but I will say one character I truly love and I say would probably resonate with me would be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast has always been my favorite Disney movie. I love it so much. I love the fact that she's in Paris. I love the way that Paris looks, her village, and the fact that she is a big bookworm just like I am. Any character that loves reading and studying, I would like to think that I relate to them a lot. Another question here is, what is my favorite snack for when I feel sad or I'm kind of craving something? Now, I will say, I don't like chocolate. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. I'm more of like a candy gummy type of person. But whenever I'm feeling upset, or let's say I'm on my period, I love craving and I love eating a good Kinder Bueno. And I mean the ones in like the little packets. Those are absolutely delicious and I can demolish a whole bag in less than a minute. And then next question is, what is my favorite book and why? I have read many books in my lifetime, and I have many books as of right now. It's really hard to pick just one book that I absolutely love and that is my favorite. I will say a book that I have read and I don't see many people talking about is A Lesson in Vengeance. This book is really good and I did not expect myself to like it as much as I did. I'll read the inside for you because I'm scared I'm always gonna spoil a book, so I'm just gonna read the cover here. It's about this girl named Felicia Morrow who's back at a school where her girlfriend passed away. So she returned so that she can finish high school finally. The house that she's staying at is rumored to be haunted by the spirit of 5 of the students, girls that they say were witches. Witchcraft is kind of woven in the Dalloway parts, that's where it's called, the school. It's one of these girls, Ellis Haley's first year at Dalloway, and she's already amazed by the loyal following. She's a Protestant novelist at 17, so she's a nice little writer going to school. And so one day Ellis asks Felicity to help her get her research on a book that she's working on, and so that's where the history kind of begins to repeat itself about the witches and everything like that. This is a really good book. I definitely recommend reading it. It's good to kind of get you out of a slump, I would say. Definitely comment down below if you have read this book, and if you have any recommendations for maybe a similar book, I will definitely go check it out. I wouldn't say this is my #1 favorite, but I definitely really like this book and recommend it. Okay, next we have my little dresser over here, but we're gonna go on to the next question, which is, what historical figure would I meet and why? That's a really tough question because I'm not much for, you know, history, meaning historical figures, so I'm gonna take that question and I'm gonna translate it to author. And I would love to meet Charles Dickens. I love his books so much, and my favorite book from him is Oliver Twist, and I just think it would be really cool to meet him because I have so many of his books. I think it'd also be cool to meet Stephen King. His books are interesting, so I'd like to ask him questions about this, but I also have a lot of his books because I'm a huge horror fan. So that's the author I'd meet, because historical figure, I don't really know. I feel like I need a lot of time to really think about that. I have my heels here, which I'm wearing for my sister's wedding, which is in August. This is my little package from Bubble. I am a brand ambassador, I'm happy to say, and I'm really excited about that. The next question is top 3 favorite brands. So I do work at an American Eagle, so I will have to say American Eagle is one of the most brands that I have in my wardrobe because I get a great discount from there. But I will say I also love Hollister too, and maybe Alfred Eden. I actually have a discount code at Alfred Eden. You can get 25% off if you use my discount code. I'll have that linked down below. Choosing just 3 is difficult because I also like Garage. They do have some cute clothing there sometimes, but it's so pricey. Next question is favorite musician. I love Mac DeMarco. I have always loved Mac DeMarco. He's always been one of my favorites. And in accordance to the musician one, someone asked to drop my playlist. Now I have Apple Music, so I will drop it for the Apple Music fans, but I'll also convert it into a Spotify playlist for those of you who have Spotify. And I have a few different playlists, but my main ones would be my Twilight Feels one, and I'll also drop this other one that is just songs that I really like. So I'll put those 2 in the link in the description, and hopefully you guys maybe like them. Okay guys, now as I'm cleaning the floors of my room, we're going to be doing the last questions. So one of the questions is asking what my MBTI, age and height is. So I am in INTJ, which is introversion, intuition, thinking, and judging. That's what mine was when I did the 16 personality test. My age is I am 18, and then my height is I am 5'3", almost 5'4". So yeah, let's keep cleaning. Look at this cute calico critter I got at work the other day. And now that we are almost completely done the room cleaning, I will be answering the very last question. And this question is my future goal. Now, I have quite a few different future goals depending on different things, but I would say my one future goal right now that I'm really trying to focus on is to get my engineering degree. I want to work hard, I want to get good grades and try to maintain them and get my degree. And hopefully I can do it within 5 years. And so now I'm going to clean the rest of my room and then we'll have the reveal. Okay guys, I don't know what happened to the file when I was trying to edit this, so I'm refilming this. But to start off here, we have my lovely door. Here I have hanging all my purses and my tote bags, and I have quite a few over here, but I really want to get more. Let me know if you want like a more extensive tour on all the bags I've got here. Also, take a look at my nails. I did them myself and I actually love them so much. And then next, this is my little shoe rack. It's being blocked right now by my bridesmaid's dress because it's satin and I don't want to crease it. At the top, I have my just high school diploma with my cap. I have all my shoes here. And then at the bottom there is just my backpack for school and my dad's old ukulele. And right beside it, I have my prized possession, which are my lovely collection of books. I'm very proud of my books. I love all my books and I really want to get more. Here I have my sister's wedding invitation to me, and then this right here that fell is her asking me to be her bridesmaid. I just thought it looked really cute right there. At the top I have my Harry Potter figurine that my friend gave me. Over here, this is Bob the shark and he's holding a little turtle that my friend painted for me in his mouth. This lovely thing right here are the flowers that my boyfriend gave me. They are real flowers and they have not died yet, which is weird because they're I think like about a year old. And then this right here, that's a photo of me and my sisters when we were younger, and then a toy that was my mom's when she was younger. This is a lovely little book flowers that my friend made me and it's absolutely adorable. And then you can see that I have some Lego roses kind of scattered around. And then at the bottom here I have my Lego cars and my Hot Wheels. A few of these my boyfriend actually gave to me and I just thought it was really cool. It was really fun to build too. And then of course I have my lovely dresser that I got recently and it is absolutely amazing. And then I just have all my sweaters and hoodies like that just hanging on the side there. And then that is my laundry bin. I did do my laundry. Moving on to the lovely desk. In the corner over here, I have the Lego orchids that my boyfriend gave me. I have a few books. That's my little pencil bin or whatever. It's just where I store my pencils. And then I have my lovely laptop. I have my 2 iPads. This one is my old one that I'm planning on selling, and this is my new one that I got. It's so pretty. And then I just have my water bottle here because your girl gets thirsty. And this is my beautiful CD player and my CDs to go with it. I'm planning on getting more. On top here, this is a cute little 3D printed cat that my best friend's brother gave to me. And then this is just the fur of my dog that passed away. And then I have just this tiny little shoe that was on one of my Spider-Man keychains and his foot fell off. And my boyfriend has the other one in his car. And then this is just change I haven't put away. But I really want to get more CDs and really grow my collection and maybe a new CD player soon. And then of course my lovely IKEA lamp. And then I have my chair here that just has a hoodie on it right now. And then moving on to the bed. The bed is poorly made right now because again, this is a few days later that I'm actually filming this. I have all my stuffies on there that my boyfriend gave me. And then my bed, usually kind of made just like this, kind of whatever. And then over here is my nightstand where the light is taking over. Over here I have a few more books, and then that's just a cool little rustic candle that I found. I think it was at the thrift store. And then on top is a cute Lego tulip that my friend gave me and another Lego rose. And then of course that's my mushroom IKEA lamp. And beside it I have my skateboard here, and I haven't skateboarded in so long, but I really want to try to pick it up. And then we have my lovely little mirror here. I'm still planning on putting pictures at the top there. I just have to figure out what pictures and how to arrange them. Right here is my lovely windowsill. In the corner, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting here, but I have a painting that I painted a long time ago. Over there, if you can kind of see, it's just a little mini tree. And then here I have all my lovely calico critters. I love them so much. I love collecting them. And then a cherry bonsai Lego tree. And then here are my 3 plants plus a pot that I painted with my friends. And then finally, we just have the 2 shelves over here. This first shelf has a scrapbook that my friends gave me. And then this is a little Lego book thing that my boyfriend got me. And this little chocolate box contains things that my boyfriend gave me throughout our first year of dating. You can sort of see right there's a lot of stuff. I would just put stuff in there randomly. And then the second shelf right here just has a few of my paintings. Right there is my mini little easel that I put on my desk for when I'm painting. And then over here are these cute little pink roses that my boyfriend got me, and yet another Lego rose. And yeah, that's my room tour, guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Now you guys know what my room looks like and how I like to keep my little vibes. I'd like to thank Hodo again for sending me that wonderful vacuum. I absolutely love it. And if you have any more questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them there. And I hope you guys got to know a little bit more about me. I hope you enjoyed my little room tour and cleanup. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe. I love you all so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys!